Okay, so we're part of the Muffia, and the Muffia is about doing live art performance, interventions, and engaging with people and challenging them their ideas about what it is to be a woman. And at the moment, we are really interested in what men and women think about hair.
I think a lot of people think, they feel better in themselves if they are groomed in that way. It really wouldn't bother me, really. It depends on the relationship, really.
Even if her hair was sort of like that, would that sort of really, would you find that quite off-putting or?
Not as much. No, it really, like, say that wouldn't appeal to me first off, but it's really the person.
Yeah.
Whatever they wanted to do is their choice, really. But I don't think it's a case for dumping someone or leaving someone. So yeah.
If you had a choice between a hairy armpit or a hairy muff, which one would you prefer?
I'd probably say muff.
What do you think about hair?
What about hair? I love it. It's important.
Okay. Do you prefer male hair or female hair?
Female hair.
What about pubic hair? Do you like pubic hair?
No, I hate it.
Do you hate it on men?
I think it can be quite sexy sometimes, but on women, I don't like it.
Can it ever be sexy on a woman? No.
Depends how much there is.
If you had to choose between growing armpit hair or pubic hair in your private parts, what would you? If you had to choose one, which one would you grow?
My armpits, definitely.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And is there anything else you want to tell me about how you feel about hair on women?
Well, I just generally, I just don't like. I always get rid of like my legs. I can't stand hair really.
Have you ever had a boyfriend who's had hair on his buttocks?
No.
Kind of hairy top of leg, hairy bum.
Yeah, a little bit.
And how do you feel about that?
I don't really like it, but there's nothing to say.
So if you had a guy who had a hairy bum and no hairy bum, which would you prefer?
No hairy bum.
What do you think about hair?
I don't think I'd look good with a lot of hair, but a man may look really good with it. So.
Okay. Do you prefer male or female hair?
I like working with female hair. It's more free, more style, but I think men with facial hair look really good.
And what about pubic hair?
Tidied.
Okay.
Are they on men and women? Men and women, yeah.
If you had to choose between growing your armpit hair or your muff hair, which one would you choose? You could only grow one.
Probably got to be that hair. Armpit hair's on show.
So you would choose growing muff hair?
Yeah.
And what about shaving? When did you start shaving?
Probably quite young.
Yeah.
So like copied my mum, probably like 12 or 13, started shaving my legs. Started waxing when I was really young, probably like 15.
Think about hair on the body.
Hair on the body?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No.
What about pubic hair? How do you feel about that?
Oh dear.
Yeah, not a lot. No, like.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
On men and women or both?
Women.
On women. You don't...
Men not so bad.
Yeah. If you had to choose between growing your armpit hair or your muff hair, you only had one choice, which one would you grow?
Down there.
Okay.
Not under my arm.
Oh no.
And how old were you when you started shaving?
I can't remember.
13, 14.
Where do you think you got the idea to shave from?
Well, you just know yourself, don't you? If you don't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Then you
didn't do it because your friends were doing it,
No.
or your mum was doing it,
No.
or no. What about hair on a man's buttocks?
Oh God. Don't mind.
Do you find that armpit hair is threatening, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's threatening.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you think about pubic hair?
I think it's disgusting.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Even on a man, or?
No, it's alright on a man or female. I don't know.
No. Like, if you had a choice where you had to grow either your muff or your armpits, what would you choose?
None.
But you have to choose one.
So you have no hair on either armpit or your muff.
No, I don't have.
So bald everywhere on your body.
Yeah.
You started shaving very young, or?
Not really.
No.
A couple of years ago, like 2-4 years ago.
Has anyone ever asked you to shave or?
No. I just do now. Think it's about time.
Yeah. And have you ever asked someone to shave?
No.
Yeah. What did you ask them to shave?
The armpit. Obviously, I can't see down there, but I can see that one.
Yeah. A man or a woman? A woman.
Yeah, and I asked my woman to shave sometimes long. Yeah, because it's too long.
Yeah.
Just shape it up, not cut everything up, like shape it up.
Hair's really important. Like, if someone wants to shape me for me, I'd probably cry. Like, it's one of the things that I would first, when I'm getting ready, it's what I would first do.
Okay. So immediately you're thinking about the hair on your head.
Yeah.
What do you think about armpit hair and hair on your legs?
No, I have to shave it off.
You have to shave it off. Why do you shave it off? Like,
Because it makes me feel cleaner.
what about your pubic hair? Do you do anything to that, or do you do like grow or?
Yeah. Wax that as well.
Where do you think you got the idea from to do that?
I'm not sure. My mum like waxes her legs and like shows her arms and like that.
What about makeup? Do you wear makeup every day?
Yeah, not every day, but at home I don't wear it. If I'm going up, then like, yeah.
Okay, do you feel better with makeup on?
I feel like naked if I'm not wearing it. Like, I feel much more comfortable with like protection. But with men, it's more of like a natural beauty with men, isn't it? Like, not a natural beauty, but men are very natural. Like, they don't, like, the kind of man that I would be interested in, they wouldn't go on a sunbed and they wouldn't wax them. No, but I prefer that. Makeup's a different thing, but I prefer men to be tanned and to be waxed. I don't really like bodily hair. Facial hair's fine, but I don't really like bodily hair.
So you're cool with hair?
No,
on the head.
only like stubble. Yeah, it's more acceptable for men. It's like women, I think, are more pressured to kind of look a certain way and kind of do more to attract men, but men kind of get it easy.
Do you think it's unfair that you put so much into how you look and you're not perceived as being beautiful without all of those things?
I enjoy it though, I enjoy getting ready. I think it makes me feel better about myself. Like, if I'd rather wear makeup for myself, then it's not really to impress anyone else, it's more for me to feel comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. Where do you think you get that sense of feeling comfortable from wearing makeup?
I don't know, I feel like that too. But I feel clean with my makeup. I'd rather be able to go to school with no makeup on than like with loads of makeup on. It's alright. I don't put on makeup on myself at all.
Yeah, like when I don't wear makeup when I go to school, and I don't wear makeup a lot, but if like I'm with my friends who have makeup on them and I put it on. But I think when you wear makeup you just feel prettier, but without makeup I know that my skin can breathe.
Hair on women?
Yeah, like legs, armpit hair, pubic hair.
I think, well, women have like, I don't want to sound too, but they have like a perception that they're supposed to be hair free. So I think it's supposed that they shouldn't have them, although in reality they probably do, and but they do go to great lengths to take it off, so I suppose they realise themselves that maybe men prefer like women hairless, or just society in general just thinks maybe women ought to be hairless and to look more feminine.
What do you think about hair just being left to grow under the armpits?
I don't think people are like visually ready for that.
What about you?
Personally, I really could not say. I don't think I would. I think I wouldn't mind, but perhaps if I was faced with it, I wouldn't mind.
What do you think about that?
That, I don't know. I think if I saw it, like I'm quite liberal, so I perhaps wouldn't mind so much. But if I was perhaps in a relationship with someone who did have hair like that, I might question a bit. Just ask them, perhaps shape.
Why?
Only because, I don't know, it seems only because of the associations of, you know, perhaps being unkempt and cleanliness, perhaps. But that's the only reason why I could read. Visually, it does look quite off-putting as well. So maybe that could be another reason. But I do know, like, men do generally actually don't shave armpit hair that often. So, once again, it seems like I'm being biased. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's within the context. You know, you're in a westernised, you know, context right now, and it's the images that we receive all the time is to be hairless.
There should be some sort of upkeep.